Hello and welcome to Daily Dose of Calm. I'm Daniel Sernicola and I'm so glad that you chose to join me today. Today's topic revolves around two words that are extremely important. You matter. Many people wait their entire lives to hear just those two words, and I'm here telling them to you today because they're so important, especially during this time of quarantine and social isolation. Sometimes it's easy to forget that you actually do matter because we're not sitting face to face in front of our friends. We're not having people laugh in person at our jokes. And, some of us might be feeling a little bit down sometime too because we're not seeing our friends and family like we wish we could. But it's very important for you to know that you matter. So as you go through this time of social distancing and quarantine, there's a lot of time that will be spent alone. There's a lot of time that's spent by yourself. And it's really important during those times to take an inventory of what's going on in your life. As you sit, you might notice that it's almost as if your eyes begin to turn inward and you begin to notice everything in your brain and your mind that's been attracting cobwebs, collecting some dust that might need a little bit of work. And you know what? That's completely okay because all of us are a work in progress. So what I want to say to you is that you matter, you are worth working on, you're worth sitting and meditating with. And you're worth working on so that when we come out of the social isolation, you can go out into the world and just be a being that spreads compassionate light, energy, and positivity wherever you go. But let's come to a seated position. We're going to focus on our breath a little bit today. So first, noticing our breath. So as you're seated, you might get comfortable. Go ahead and make the hip points a little bit higher than the knees so you can sit on a meditation cushion like I am. But just begin to notice. Notice the breath as it goes in the nostrils. And notice the breath as it leaves. Just taking those few inhales and those few exhales. For some of us, this is the first time we've noticed our breath all day long, and that's completely okay. And for others, we've thought of the breath several times. But wherever you're at with your relationship to your breath, just noticing it without judgment. You're not doing it wrong. And then we'll go to a breath practice called Breath of Paloma, where we'll inhale, pause, inhale, pause, and exhale all the way down like a skier going down a ski slope. And I'll lead you through it. So drawing your belly button all the way back to your spine, inhale, pause, inhale, pause, inhale, pause, and exhale. Inhale, pause, inhale, pause, inhale, pause, and exhale. Inhale, pause, inhale, pause, inhale, pause, and exhale. And just returning back to your normal breath. Perhaps even noticing how you might feel after even a small breath practice like that. Just returning to your normal breath, getting ready to rest in meditation. From here, sitting up nice and tall, take the shoulders up to the ears, roll them down the spine a few times, and then we'll even take the head back and forth today. Just being nice to our neck. And then sitting up nice and tall, relaxing the shoulders. Give the elbows a little bit of a wiggle. Making sure the spine is nice and long, almost as if a string is on the back of your head, gently pulling you up. Slightly tucking the chin. Placing the tip of the tongue against the back of the top two front teeth. And from here, just beginning to notice and breathe. The drishti or gaze is at a spot on the floor just a few feet in front of you. Just softly gazing. Bringing awareness to the breath. Noticing your inhales. Noticing your exhales. Just noticing without judgment. And as the mind begins to wander, allowing the breath to be your anchor into the present moment, coming back to that exhale. So it's like a giant ship tosses out an anchor, allowing it to remain in one place. We have the capacity to focus on our exhale, allowing our mind to focus on the present. Continuing to breathe. And we sit. Perhaps you hear sounds outside, or you hear people in the other room, or people above you or below you. If you're in an apartment, just noticing what you hear, letting it go. Releasing the practice. How'd you do today? Sometimes when I meditate, I like to wiggle the body a little bit just to relax. But as we end our time together this evening, I'd like to remind you once more that you matter. And I'm so grateful you chose to join me today, so thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. Until next time, take care of yourselves, and as always, feel free to make a Venmo donation to @YogiDaniel on Venmo. Any donation's greatly appreciated. But take care of yourselves and enjoy the rest of your day.